Hi viewers, you're watching the Savera and I'm Shefali. Can banks be held liable if jewellery goes missing from a locker in India? Bank lockers facilitate in India function under the guidelines of RBI and the internal policies of individual banks. In 2021, the RBI introduced updated regulations that define the responsibilities of banks and customers regarding locker use. But are banks aware of locker contents? Banks are not allowed to keep any record of the content inside their customer's locker, nor they can ask what is being stored. The locker is considered a private and secure storage space. However, in situations involving theft, tampering, or security breaches, the bank can be held liable, but only if its negligence or fault is proven. When is the bank liable? So if a customer experiences loss due to issues such as poor security, malfunctioning vaults, or other bank-related negligence, the bank is required to compensate the customer. Compensation limits as per RBI's guidelines, compensation can be up to 100 times the annual locker rent. For example, if the locker rent is 3,000 per year, the maximum compensation would be 3 lakh. But when is the bank not liable? The bank is not responsible for losses if there is no proof or negligence. The incident occurred due to customers' mistakes such as losing the locker key or all safety measures, example CCTV, fire, safety, flood protection were in place, but loss still occurred due to unforeseen natural events. In such cases, no compensation is offered. But what to do if your locker is tampered with if you suspect theft or tampering? Quickly file an FIR with the local police immediately. Submit a written complaint to the bank. Request CCTV footage of the locker premises from the bank. If dissatisfied with the bank's response, escalate the matter to the RBI Banking Ombudsman. Key rules for bank locker use. The customer is fully responsible for the content kept in the locker. A locker agreement is signed between the customer and the bank, outlining responsibilities and terms. Lockers use a dual key system, one with the bank, that's the master key, and one with the customer. While both parties share operational responsibility, the bank must ensure secure locker infrastructure. Natural disaster, fire or flood damage. So if a locker is damaged due to fire, flood or other natural disasters, the bank had taken adequate prevention measures like fire alarms, waterproof vaults, etc. It is not obligated to pay compensation. However, if the loss is triggered back to bank negligence, such as non-functional safety systems, the bank is liable to compensate. Are lockers' contents secured? No. Banks do not secure the contents of lockers. Responsibility for ensuring valuable lies entirely with the customers. Customers can, however, purchase insurance policies from private insurance that cover jewellery or other valuable, even those stored in the bank locker. Locker access rules. Most banks, including SBI, ICICI, and HDFC, allow fixed number of free visits per year, typically 12 visits. Beyond that, a charge of ₹100 plus GST per additional visit is applied. These rules can vary slightly depending on the bank and branch location. So what is the bottom line? Banks are not only liable for theft or loss from a locker if there is a clear evidence of negligence or fault. Locker users should remain informed about their rights, keep records, and consider external insurance for high-value items. Always review your bank's locker agreement carefully and understand the terms of access and liability. That's all for now on this story. Stay tuned to The Savera, download the app and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube.